Hey guys, welcome to Geo Apps Lesson 12.3, finding the perimeter of irregular shapes. First, a quick review. Perimeter of a shape is simply the distance around the shape. So we're used to finding perimeter of triangles, rectangles, parallelograms. When it comes to a circle, we talk about circumference. What we're going to be doing in this lesson is putting all that together. You're not going to be finding the perimeter of a rectangle. It's going to be like maybe a rectangle and a semicircle. So first of all, we need to review those two formulas for circumference of a circle. C equals pi d. And circumference of a semicircle, so that means half a circle, we're simply going to take pi d and divide it by 2. And I'll be honest with you, you're probably going to be using this one quite a bit in today's lesson. Okay, let's take a look at an example here. So I want to find the perimeter of this shape, all right? So it kind of looks like the basketball key, and the perimeter is going to involve this side, the bottom side, this semicircle, and then the top side. Now I've got two pieces labeled, 6 and 10. Now I'm sure you guys can figure out one of the missing sides is going to be 10. This piece here is going to be the same as the bottom. So what I need to do now is I need to find this. So perimeter and circumference are related. I'm just going to use this formula, C equals pi d divided by 2 to find this. Now, how do I get that diameter? Well, we have to look across the shape. So that diameter is going to be 6. So this is simply going to be 6 pi divided by 2, or 3 pi. Now notice it wants us to nearest tenth, and perimeter is just adding up the sides, so I'm going to use a calculator for this. I'm going to take 10 plus 6 plus 3 pi. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking this, and that right there, which is the 3 pi. Now it also says round to nearest tenth. If you throw this into the calculator, you get 31.42 something something something. So to nearest tenth, that's going to be 31.4. Okay, a couple more. So this one right here, to be honest with you, is just like the one we did. It's going to have the same, similar, I should say, perimeter. The only thing we did here is we took this semicircle and that's inside the shape. Well, to be honest with you, it doesn't matter whether it goes inside or outside, it's still half a circumference. So what I'm going to do here is label this bottom side 5. I know that this diameter is 4, so this circumference is going to be 4 times pi. There's your pi t divided by 2, and that gives me 2 pi. So my perimeter is going to be 5 plus 4 plus 2 pi. Okay, because that's going to be this side, that side, and then this right here. So once again, I'll throw that into the calculator, and for this one I got 20.28 ... Round that to nearest tenth, it's going to be 20.3. Okay, well, the next one's going to be a little bit challenging. So at first glance here, you're like, wow, this looks kind of complicated, but if we break it down, you notice that what we have here are 4 semicircles. So 4 semicircles is the same as 2 circles. Now, I'm going to be using these dimensions here as part of the circle, but I'm not adding these up. That's not part of the perimeter of the shape. That's just going to give me the diameter of those circles. So I know the diameter for each one of these is going to be 8. So if I just think of it as 2 circles, C equals pi d, and then I've got 2 of them. All right, so C equals pi times 8 times 2. Now, if you'd rather go ahead, you could just find each one of these as C equals pi d divided by 2. So that's going to be 8 pi divided by 2. That's going to be 4 pi. And then you would have to multiply that times 4. Notice you can get the same thing. 4 pi times 4 is 16 pi. Pi times 8 times 2 is 16 pi. So either way, the perimeter here is going to end up being 16 pi. And if I throw that into the calculator, I got 50.26 something something something, which is going to be 50.3. That's kind of a challenging one. Okay, so this one here, to me, it looks like Darth Vader. What do we got going on? So let's analyze. This piece here is 2. This piece is 8. And then that piece is 2. So I can actually label this bottom side here as 2 plus 8 plus 2. So this whole length is going to be 12. This piece here is 6. So this piece here has got to be the same. Let's label that also as 6. So now what I need to do is I need to find the circumference of that half circle. So that's going to be C equals pi d divided by 2. Now again, here's the tricky part, it's not labeled. This is going to be the diameter. Well, where else do you see that in the figure? You see it down here. So that's going to be 8. You can label if you want. So that's going to be pi times 8 divided by 2, which is 4 pi. So now if I need to find the perimeter, I'm going to take 6 plus 12 plus 6 plus 4 pi. Again, where I'm getting those numbers, 6, 12, 6, and then this, which is 4 pi. Okay, so let's see. If I put that into the calculator, I get 36.56, ... So round that to nearest tenth, that's going to be 36.6. Example 5, this shape here kind of looks like an anvil, but it's very similar to the ones that we've been dealing with. So this side here is labeled as 12. That means that side up top is also going to be 12. Let me put that in. So now if you think about what we have here on the ends, that's a semicircle, and that's a semicircle. Together, that's really just one circle. Okay, and the way it's labeled is a little strange, but the diameter is 6. So really, I just need to find the circumference of one circle, c equals pi d, or 6 pi. And what that does is it takes care of this curved end and this curved end here. So now my perimeter is just going to be 12 plus 12 plus 6 pi. All right, so if I put that into the calculator, I got 42.84 ... So to nearest tenth, that's going to be 42.8. Okay, so that concludes lesson 12.3, perimeter of irregular shapes. You guys now will be able to do the Delta Math homework 12.3. It's going to be very similar to the examples that we've done here, and everything's going to be rounded to the nearest tenth. Okay, as usual, don't hesitate to reach out if you guys have any questions, and keep up the good work. Only a few more weeks.